Greetings, mortals. I am Natus, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of Manga Hell. And today, we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of the Four Knights of the Apocalypse series, Chapter 59, titled Led by the Nose. So, yeah, I think this is one of those troll titles that Nakama did because the plot twist in this chapter is a really big troll moment for us. And honestly, kind of makes you wonder why Tuba decided to make Nakaba decided to make that one the golden magic one mysterious and not the one with no shape. Maybe as a version of tropes or something. But yeah. Anyways, let's get into this chapter of Four Knights of the Apocalypse. So we start off with a panel which is just supposed to be, just kind of a change panel where we see a child Lancelot that was in the one shot with the grown-up Lancelot now who's just throwing a few of those seeds for the plants or something. So yeah, it's a pretty standard panel and actually alludes to something in the story. So yeah. Anyways, the first panel in this proper chapter is the little girl kissing seeing Lancelot as he's just like I guess she's this makes me look like a pedophile. I mean, to be fair, also just 16, so he doesn't, so he's not technically a pedophile, but still, that's what he's thinking to himself. Or the very least, he's like, shit, I'm becoming my father. No. So, anyways, then Lancelot grabs the lolly as he puts her away. As then, and we go into chibi forms as Lancelot just holds her up, and she's like, ee! And with a hot little. As then he's like, ugh. Angry. As then he just starts screaming with, what the hell are you doing, kid? Which is true, I guess he got into reality. So, anyways, then we have the little girl be like, tee hee hee hee, I may be a kid now, but by the time you're 20, I'll be 16. So yeah, anyone here was thinking it's gonna be some weird age thing? No, she's actually a child, or technically almost a teenager, but you get what I mean. So yeah, with now Lancelot 16 minus 4 because she said in 4 years he'll be 20, meaning that she's 12. So yeah, she's just a 12-year-old that just looks like a 6, which I think somewhat people were thinking that she's gonna be a 6 years old, but now she's 12. So it's not the worst age gap. In fact, I think that I don't know. My knowledge on Japan is not 100%, but I'm pretty sure that around 16 they can actually do it. When you're 16, you can actually do it with someone else, or you can actually do stuff like that. So she's basically like, do not worry, once you're 20, the age gap is only 4 years. But yeah, so we have that to know. Anyways, then we have Lancer like, huh. And then we have the girl be like, but what did you think? First kiss for both of us, right? As then we get Lancelot all angry, he's like, bitch! And he's like, poof! And Giant going back to the whole badass, like, tough luck. Unlike you, little girl, I've got experience with kissing, okay? As he's like going full tsundere. And then the little girl be like, you shouldn't go getting kissed on the forehead by your master, you know. And then he turns to stall like with that comment, like. As then we have Lancer be like, you are reading my mind, you bastard. As then we have the girl be like, no, like I said, I don't have that power. As in Lancer's angry is like, so how you know explain this? As then the girl just twirling around and she's like, I just asked you about a lot of things, so I know. Your father's favorite expressions, what you and your master did at the lake, and a lot more. Wait, what? What do you mean by the lake? Girl, you're not making it way less awkward. So yeah, anyways, then we get Lancelot getting all serious as he's like, seriously, who are you? My dad's one thing, but I still haven't told anyone about my master. Besides, I never even seen you until today. As then we see the girl hearing this, and then the girl's like, Of course you haven't. Today is the first time I've met you. And then that's like, huh? And then that's saying, do you have any idea what you're saying, kid? What do you mean? You asked me about stuff. And then we see the little girl smirking, and she's like, no, actually not the girl. Then we see a woman coming, and she's like, there you are, young lady. I've been looking all over. And then we have the girl be like, she found me. I gotta get going, Lancelot. And then Lancelot be like, wait, what's your name? And then we get this cutesy panel where she says her name. It's Guinevere, which is actually the popular theory, and it's finally confirmed. So we see 12-year-old Guinevere now. So yeah, anyways, then we have Guinevere. I should be here in Lyones until tomorrow. Can we meet again later? So yeah, I guess the meaning is not so like what? As then we have her returning as then the other woman that I'm not sure if she's the servant or a person in charge of the church or the one who's in babysitting or whatever, but the one just next to her. As then it goes like, but I'll tell you one thing. As then as Lancer gets a bit more serious, as then we get like this serious shadowy presence of Guinevere. She's like, the location of the one you're searching for, and then we cut away. Now, this could mean multiple things, like the one who. This could mean the location of Gawain, or it could mean some other people. Like, for example, while it's not stated, it's very likely that Lancelot's master, aka Jericho, might not be amongst the living, since Guinevere could give us information about the one who, the star-shaped knight that appeared in the star-shaped holy knight from Camelot. Which, by the way, I actually went back a couple of chapters or the beginning of the story, and I actually noticed that that guy with a star shape actually turned around when Pal got introduced. Like seriously, the rest of the knights just kind of look normal, maybe a bit pissed, but that starship guy actually turned his head around. So I guess that guy. So I guess that guy. So I guess we should have all expected that knight to be a bit more known as more important than we originally thought. But yeah, all this could also give us the location of that giant craftsman. But anyways, we'll see. So yeah, anyways, then we cut to the next panel where we see the shot of the sky, which I think is supposed to be the moon and the rain. But anyways, then we see a bit of a shot of the rain, as then we see Chion and Gawain. Gawain air clothes, as you're gonna soon find out. As we see Gawain in the air with a bunch of stone hands holding him in the air with Chion there being, as then Chion's like doing a pose or doing the whole thing with his hands, as then Chion's like, oh dear, is that all the power a Knight of the Apocalypse can tap into? If so, I think I'm far more qualified to be a Knight of Prophecy than you. Alright, dude, you get confirmed clapped by two of the knights, and Percival is power-wise clapping you. I feel like you should not underestimate them. Like, even if you are able to defeat Gawain here, you are still way weaker than one of the other ones. Oh, because in fact, Isolde might be the powerhouse of the group, or the master of the group, or the tank, whatever. I won't even say you're the strongest. I mean, seriously, you may have more interesting abilities, but I don't know if you would rank him above Isolde and Jade right now. But yeah, anyways, then we have Gian be all covered. Like, have anything you'd like to say before you go? As then we have that guy trying to say something. As we have Jumper. Oh, right, my silver won't let you breathe. Ha 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 ha. As then we have the sylph again. Anyways, then we see John be like, all right then, Gnomi. As we see like a little gnome or something, like a little stone thing. As then we have John be like, do you mind crushing him and burying him in the earth for me? So I guess he has another familiar. I guess he's gonna be using the a sylph, a gnome. I guess we can expect a salamander and a what's Udin? Udin. I think Udin, right? That's what they're called. No, actually, I think no. What's that? What's that thing with the spirit that's named Udin Black Clover? Is it Udin? I don't think so. I can't remember what it is, but I guess we can expect Salamander and another that water spirit to be on two more of the things Jion can have because now we have him sylphs and and a gnome. So yeah, there we see the earth crushing, snapping thing Gawain as they have Jion be like, I gotta hit I gotta hide the evidence. As then we see someone screaming, "Halt!" as Jion is knowing something. As then we see Twinkling Star, which of course means Tristan knows. As then we see the stones destroying and Gawain falling down. Also, Gawain has a shield. Well, Gawain has a shield. So anyways, then we have Jion falling on the ground as he looks up as we see Tristan's feet as Jion's like, ah! As then Jion's like, Prince! As then we see an angry looking Tristan with his angel wings as Jade is coming right behind him. And she's like, how? As he gets nervous a bit. As then we have Tristan turning his wings back in. As Tristan's like, as we parted ways, Percival's companion Annie informed me of your clearly abnormal behavior. They are punishments, dude! Punishments in order! As then we have Tristan looking over Gawain, and she's like, her advice said to say was on the mark. Remove your magic at once. As then we see Jian look a bit embarrassed as he looks down as Jay's like, Jian! As then we have, I'm guessing that Jian removed the sylph. As then we have Tristan using Healing Star as the Gawain. Fire moves the helmet as Gawain says, you? And then we have Gawain say, and then we have Gawain reveals, he says, please help me, Prince Tristan, as we see that Gawain is actually a middle-aged dude, a bit of a sideburn, a bit with hair, but it's not all over, looking looking extremely pathetic and all. As there we see Tristan with like holy eyes and all that. As goes like, don't worry, Sir Gawain, you're safe now. And then we get this guy even derpier and laser animation is like, huh? As then we have this guy revealing, my name is Tantal. I'm a holy knight in training. I think that's an impetus holy knight, but yeah. Anyways, then we have Tristan, sorry. As then we see this guy saying, yes, I'm the son of Hansen, the famed knight apprentice. Wait, is that someone we should know? He probably is referencing someone, but no one cares. Anyway, Jay has like, never heard of him. Why is an apprentice wearing that armor? So yeah, I guess it is yeah. So this is a big troll move. Like this guy who we thought was Gawain is not Gawain at all. He's just some guy who found it. Anyways, then we have this guy explaining, oh, I found this while on a walk. It was abandoned on the street. I just had this impulse to try it on, you see. I wonder if that's supposed to actually refer to something like this armor being cursed, or if this is actually just, or if this is just something he had because the cool looking armor. Like, I'm not a big fan of the whole, holy armors, but Gawain's armor is actually pretty decent in terms of appearance. So, anyways, then we have Tristan looking away. It's like, then where is Gawain right now? Better question is, how do we find Gawain now? Because you literally have no leads now. Like, maybe you can have same golden magic, but how do you find someone with golden magic? Like, unless if Gawain literally starts spending golden magic around, there is no way for you to know it. So yeah, how do you know? Oh my god, finding out it's gonna be impossible now. Also, in case you're wondering, that woman that walked past Tristan and Jay and Jian in the last chapter is even more likely now. Although, one more thing, while we're on the subject of that woman, some people mention that all the boys are gonna be, that all the Four Knights are going to be boys. I would like to remind you that one description of a Holy Knight was golden colored magic, and one a lad with an unknown form. So I'm not exactly sure if we should be trusting Sting predictions. Hell, How do you even know what's a boy and a girl? I mean, let's be real here. Tristan isn't exactly the most male-looking 16-year-old. So if Gawain, so it's possible that Butcher just thought that the boy is gonna be, just spirit that kind of looked like a shape with gold magic that just looked just looked like, not really clear the features. I mean, we're talking about 16s here. Like, sure, Anne and Isolde might look like women, but maybe Gawain isn't exactly fully. But who is to say? Although it could just be that we're someone we don't know, maybe Gawain something else, but we'll see. So, anyways, then we cut to the current time as we see this guy is getting a bit more serious, and he fights the Pelton or whatever his name was, as Pelton trying to block, but it doesn't really work. Pelton then dodges it and then goes next around the table, like actually spins on the table, and then sends the table uh, at this guy, and then this guy just destroys the table and burns it. As then this guy's like, not too shabby there. As they would see this corner, be like, I would say the same for of you. You aren't even trying hard yet, either, I presume. You must be a holy knight of note. Which nation do you serve? So yeah, also because you're wondering, Petenia or whatever is actually, a bit hurt. Like you can tell that he's got a bit bruises. Well, this guy is completely fine. And apparently not even going serious is saying even more. So yeah, Palgard is up there. Well, oh, spoilers. This is the other championship. This is Palgard. No one cares. So yeah, anyways, then we have this guy thinking about how to respond to it. He's like, as this guy, he has like a bit of a serious face. As he's like, you sure you want to know? Because if I tell you this will go from a fist fight to a duel to the death. So yeah, anyways, if this guy be like, well, wait, are you? So yeah, this Patton actually puts it out pretty quickly. Like, oh shit, you are holy enough Camelot, aren't you? Anyways, then we see some voices back. Hey, there he is. It's that guy. Him, the source of this massive magic aura? As then we see a bunch of feet coming there. As we see Percival's group. As they are Percival like, are you Gawain, the fourth knight of prophecy? As they're all there. As then God just looks to them. As then the other knights also looks at them. He's like, stay back, children. And then they'll be like, oh man, the fourth guy is this old brawler dude? Which, it's, yeah, I guess he's a bit nervous. And then Anne is like, his type can be so stifling. So yeah, and then they're all kind of shocked, which I guess they don't know where the boy thing. Anyways, they have Paladin, well, it ain't you, first of all. I've been waiting to see ya. And they're like, huh? Do you know me, sir? Which is, I guess, a possibility. I mean, Meliodas knew about Percival, so I feel like Percival will just react to anyone who says, even remotely, that they know him, that, oh, you know my grandpa or something? So, anyways, then we have Pelgar be like, Gah, quit acting like a fool, boy, it's me. And they have Pelgar be like, huh? Wait, that voice is familiar. And they'll putting the dots together. As they have Pelgar saying, don't tell me you've forgotten our man-to-man promise. Like, if I beat you in a battle, you become my apprentice? As if Percival puts the dots together. Wait, no way! Pelgat! So yeah, as if we're in this chapter with Pelgat looming over, and Percival looks up in the air. Yep. Like I said, it's not really a surprise because pretty much everyone's thought it was Pelgat. Like, the only reason why I was a bit skeptical when we first saw him was purely because of the timeline, but after the last chapter, and let's be real here, once you think about it more logically, it was pretty obvious this was Pelgar. Like, I don't feel like anyone except time-wise, except time-wise, there was nothing that says this isn't Pelgar. Everything else is, this is Pelgar. And yeah, and we finally have it revealed. So yeah, this chapter was just another build-up chapter. Like, there's nothing really to say about it. Like, there's some interaction with Pelga and the other guy, but there's nothing to it. A bit more seeing Chion's abilities, but that's it. As for what's gonna happen in the next chapter, I think we're just gonna keep this thing going for right now, where we focus the stories on the Percival, Lancelot, and Donnie, well, Lancelot and Tristan, where we're gonna see a little focus on that. I could see like Lancelot either be in the beginning of the chapter or the transition between Tristan and Percival's, or just being at the end of the chapter with him probably like reacting to whatever information that she got to him, like maybe the Gawain, so he's not able to find him, or we as for Tristan's group, I feel like he's gonna have to punish Gion for us to get like I feel like we need to find out what exactly is Gion doing, what are his plans right now, because some people are acting like Gion is just a jealous of the Four Knights and not the traitor itself. So we'll see on that front if what's gonna end up being a reveal, but I feel like they are gonna have to address Gion's actions right now. Like he literally tried to kill Gawain, like and this isn't some misunderstanding like it was Percival. Like this is actually trying to kill him. Whether it was a Gawain, but still. Now as for this whole Percival Pelga thing, it's gonna go into a brawl. Like Pelgons are very brawl like, and I feel like Percival should know at this point. Yeah, Pelga should fight him. Although it's possible that our guy will just now will try to beat him, but Pelga will just be like, "No, dude, you're not fun," and like just one shot him. I could always see that happening. But yeah, we will see on that front. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of the chapter. So, anyways, I hope you guys like this reaction. I hope you guys leave a like on this video. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts and opinions on this chapter below. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all you mortals next time. Goodbye.